Hi guys, I'm going to do a little quick video on some comparisons of the markers I've got. If you have watched my previous video, this one was me testing out the new Chameleon markers that I got in the Scrawlrbox for June. So if you want to check that video out, you can. I'm coloring this in and that. But here I've just got a few images that I've used previously. This one I used some Pro markers with my coloured pencil, white pencil, and I've done a video on this online as well, so you can look for that. This one I've used my Pro markers as well with my At You Spicker pens, and this one I used my Copic markers. So I'm just showing you quickly some images I've done previously. Now I'm going to just get this out of the way. Okay. I did say in my, I'm just going to get my markers out from my Scrawlrbox markers. Yeah, these are the markers that I had in Scrawlrbox. I did say I was going to try these tops with my Copics and my Pro markers and see what I found out. And this is what I did. I did a test already, so I'm going to put this aside here. This is on my marker pen layout paper. Here you can see I used this Chameleon top pen. Basically, you just need to take my pen out. Any colour pen. I'm just going to go and grab one of my Pro marker pens here. Right, so this is a turquoise I used, and this top. Now if you see down here, I used the bullet tip. You can fit this in to the actual chamber, so, and you can fit your, let's grab a Copic one. This is the Chow one. I'm not sure about the Sketcher one, if that will fit through this area, but this does fit as well through and meet in the chamber, so you can use these to blend. But I have tested them out on the layout paper, and this is where I found that because you have the Copic ones, you have like a large brush. What happens is the ink gets on to the actual, the other side, the edge of the large brush, and what happens is it takes a bit longer to completely disappear, the colour does, so because it stains the end and you can tell where the stainage is, so it took a bit longer, and you can get a bit of streaky lines through with the actual previous topper that I used on top of it. And here I used another Copic one. It was darker than this colour, and you can see you can't really tell that much. It's a bit of a darker colour there, but I did go over that, so it didn't really work with that. So lighter colours work nice with the Chameleon pen. So if you have a bunch of tops, you can actually use them with your Copics and your Pro markers, but I found Pro marker was the best to give a nice blend here. You see, I only used these two colours, and I got two different variations in the middle here, you can see. And I tried the same with my Copic, but what you can see is as the colour wouldn't completely disappear, you can see there's some pink areas, there's some purple, and then it kind of goes, and then you have a bit more pink that's left on the actual brush. So it wasn't a smooth gradation, I would say, gradation of colours. So I think for your Chameleon tops, if you have any, use your Pro markers if you can buy any. I've got a lot of Pro markers. Like I said in my previous video, I'll just show you some of the colours I've got. I've got like these many colours in my Pro markers. These aren't even all of them, and I've had these like when I was in uni, so that's like years back now, and they still work, and only two colours have run out. And this is my set A 72 colours in Copics, and I think there's a lot of wastage ink in Copics because the pens, when you pull the actual brush out, what happens is you catch the ink on the inside of the actual plastic, and once you're using brush, a lot of ink is dispersed and you run out quickly. With the Pro markers, as is such a fine tip. Now this is my old Pro markers now. The new ones I haven't tried out yet, so I can't really tell you if the new ones are any good or not, but I know these do work good, and that's why I got so many of them. I'm just going to do a quick another tester in front of you guys now. I'm just going to use blue, and we're going to use this time this colour. I think we'll use the caramel one. That's caramel, yeah. And I'm going to show you how it works, because you have such a small nib, but you won't be taking a lot of ink as well. So I think this is more cost effective than if you're using your Copics, because they are very expensive, and these Chameleon pens aren't cheap either. So if you think about it, this will help. This is my layout paper now. I'm just going to try it on here side now. See, it comes up really nice like that, and slowly you can tell it's going into its original color, but you can see there's like a different color gradation. So that's what these new tops are apparently for in the Chameleon pens, but you don't have to use them with just the Chameleons. You can actually use them with these Pro Markers really nicely, and I really like the way that color's changed there. I'm going to give you the same example with let's grab another similar kind of color. Yeah, let's try this one. This one's my Spectrum Green. Okay, we're going to try this now. I'm going to show you what the difference is now with these now. So you're not really holding this for that long. You can actually tell when the colors actually bled into the marker, and you can then see how well it works. You can see the tip that's got a stain in there now. I don't know if you should pick up, but yeah, it is quite deep. And we'll just place the lid back on this, and we're going to start again now. Now you see it's quite a large brush, see, and you can't really hold it up. Now I've just moved it, see, and you can see that there's a bit of green coming through there, and then the colour isn't completely gone, see, that's the problem with these markers, and you want to actually clear out the pen, and as you can tell there's still a bit of ink probably left on it, but you take a bit longer to clear the whole brush out. So I think this will waste more pen ink as well, and I've already run out of 2 pens, and I've only had these pens for I think it was 5 months I've only had them, and my Pro Markers I've had for ages, and for years in fact, and they're only 2 have run out. Some have come dried. You just contact the manufacturer or the place that you've purchased from, and they should send you a replacement. So as you can see here now, I clearly can tell that I like the Pro Markers with the Chameleons, and you can get the perfect grade there. I didn't even leave it on for that long, so you won't be wasting a lot of ink. So if there's anyone out there who wants a better deal of their markers, I would suggest, if you do buy a pack of Chameleons, you can actually try that, or you can try it with any ink. We'll try one with okay, so I'm going to just take this pink now from my Copic and my Pro Marker, the blue. We're going to try the exact same technique now as the colour chamber. Now I'm just going to hold this at the end, try to carefully get it right on that. Okay, and technically the same principle should apply of colour bleeding into the pen. Okay, I'm going to move it now and see what happens. Yeah, so I didn't leave that on for long, as you can tell, but it is actually working, which is kind of cool. So yeah guys, you don't really need Chameleons. I'm sorry about that, but if you do want them, I'm not going to say diss them. I like all of them. They're nice vibrant colours. It's just Chameleons, my pen's already frayed. I only used it once, the red. If I just show you quickly where it is, the bristle, you can just tell that's all completely messed up already. And I only used these once in that video that I've done for the Scrawlrbox. So yeah, so you can mix and match your pens, and they do work. I prefer the Pro Marker because you only have to put a little bit of ink on there and it works. with the chameleons. So I haven't tried the new Pro Markers, the ones that are from Winsor Newton. If anyone wants to send them to me to try out, I don't really mind, because I give my honest opinion on this, and this is what I've got here. So if you have any other questions or you want me to try something out, just let me know in the box below. You can just see that I've used Pro Markers here with a lighter colour than the dark red. It did take a bit longer to take the colour out of the lighter colour, but it did work. So that's all I've got for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up, and yeah, use all your markers together. Bye.